Primal Sonic, previously known as Echo Sonic, is my new YouTube channel. And basically, I'm trying to, you could say, make you some new content now. However, I've changed. I'm going to have to confess these changes. I've always been a very, you could say, interesting artistic creator. That part of me has not changed. But I have indeed had something happen to me. It's not terrible, but at the same time, it has changed me quite a lot. Let me explain. Whilst I've been away, I have discovered Suno AI and fell in love with this tool. Sadly, in my opinion, it's not as good as it used to be, and I do mourn the old Suno AI quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I still use the new one, but I mourn the old one a little bit. This tool, when I first started using it, was turning all my little songs that just came in my head into, you could say, little tracks for myself. I just loved the concept. Fell in love with it, you could say. And I started making more and more of these, and eventually I produced my own little album for my birthday. Over time, I started to write very emotional songs about made up scenarios, but sort of like mixing my own fantasy with my true feelings. And I'm not gonna lie, I've cried a lot more recently, shedded a lot more emotion, and for it, I feel that my primal side has drifted away. Which means it's not really any good you calling this channel Primal Sonic anymore. I'm not going to say it's gone completely, but it's a lot more controlled now. I've made decisions in the laws of my characters and my creations that reflect this change. Killing corrupted energy, replacing it with new peaceful energies, and having my mystic realm become almost utopian a little bit. But in a utopia where nothing gets really harmed. And they are now their equivalent of the younger. This wolf is one of them. You will hear, probably on this channel in the future, a lot the term Tranquillium. This refers to a being who was almost like a child, but a child if it was derived from a saint. A child if it was born with no badness and no tendency to go bad, no attitude problems, and so on. The perfect child. And of course these are animals. I will bear that in mind, but I'm just saying the persona is like a child. I know there's probably a few of you watching this now and thinking, oh, if children were like that, we'd have a lot less problems. And with Tranquillians, you definitely would. They come from my lightest sensitivities that Suno AI has made me access. They're very, very special to me now. And I thank them for bringing me back to the light. For this reason, one of these is to being my new mascot. One of my favourites. This little wolf pup. She may not look like much to you, and you're probably wondering why is her eyes red. Well, I want, like last time, my channel to have a catchy name, but at the same time have a sort of dark, mysterious name at the same time. But sort of have it that when you delve deeper into it, nothing is what it seems. And the backstory I wrote for this wolf is one of my best. I'm not gonna lie. She's basically born with a rare syndrome that acts almost like rabies, and for that reason, she's known as the rabbit wolf. She is rabid. Sort of. My equivalent of rabies. However, this unusual equivalent can be overcome by the strongest love and emotions that only the Tranquillians can master. Basically, no darkness, just light. By using this, it keeps the syndrome at bay. However, it can cause some emotional swings, normally to sadness rather than anger. That's important to remember. Meaning this poor little wolf breaks down a lot, sometimes just cries for no reason. She doesn't know why. I know you're probably thinking, what's the story got to do with anything? It's all part of it, believe me. This wolf is to become my new mascot, and in a minute I'm going to reveal the new name of my channel. But it's based on the story. She's called Rabbidius, which, from what I understand, is Latin for rabbit. I didn't call her Rabbit because I already got a character with that name. She came around about the same time, but she's got quite a bit darker story. She represents a lot more what's happened to me. Rabbit, actually. She's probably even closer. But I didn't want to use her as the mascot of this channel because she's already the mascot of my Suno AI. So I didn't want to use Rabbit for this one. But yeah. So, you will notice I do a lot of this thinking. I am a bit sleepy today, so do forgive me. Rabbit is, Rabbidius is very caring wolf. She's basically now stopped being rejected. Everyone loves her. They know what a caring soul she is. You cannot catch her rabies as it's part of her syndrome. And she has an adopted stag, which is quite ironic because deer are the main prey of wolf. So I love that little twist. And I based the stag on one of my favourite deer characters of all time, Bambi. There's a little secret for you. Bambi is actually one of my favourite deer characters of all time, and indeed I've done loads of new parallels with him in my new universe. So, what does all this lead to, you're probably asking? Well, I'm more sensitive now, and that's just to let you know that. Don't know if you respect that or not, but I shouldn't have been through a lot. Music is very powerful, and I'm never going to forget its power now. The power of music should be respected. Absolutely definitely. I didn't think Suno AI would ever bring this sort of thing out in me. I will be sharing some of my Suno tracks. Maybe in my shorts, I might do some little demos of them. If there's any you want to hear in full, I might consider it for you. They are all on private on Suno, so you will not find them. I keep all my music private. It's my own personal collection, but, if there's any you desperately want to hear, I'll let you hear them. And I might, like I said, post shorts on with some of the songs. That might be easier for you, maybe just like the chorus or something from them. So you can hear the sort of thing that I generate. They're all theme songs of my characters. And indeed, this little wolf has got several songs about her. So, as from today, I'm announcing my eventual comeback. And I'd now like to reveal the name of my channel, my new name. It's going to be Rabbit Wolf, but it might end up with a number on it because of the fact that it might be Rabbit Wolf 330. Why 330? It's my favourite single number and my favourite double number knocked into one. Now, let me just clarify some of the content you'll see on Rabbit Wolf. It's not going to be the same as it was. I'm dumping pretty much all my old schedule. I never have a proper schedule, I will let you know, for YouTube. It is a secondary thing to me, and I'm just going to admit it is. I can't get on that well with YouTube, to be honest. I just do it on the side. I'm not a YouTuber, you could say. And I wouldn't admit to being, but I suppose I technically am if I'm doing that at all. But I'm not committed. And I never monetize my products or anything like that. So, just want you to know that. I'm sorry you've been looking at Rabbidius with its whole video, but Do bear in mind, this is pretty much audio. I might actually put in the description. I might actually say it's audio. I'll say this is audio. I do have a habit of repeating myself. Yeah, so losing my trail of thought there. It is very late now. Okay, so my new content is going to be a mix between anything that goes, basically, anything I can think of, I think you might like to see. I'm not really giving myself a specific subject this time, but I'm just saying, what the new things might be based on. I might show you some of my silly tavern stuff. Now, don't worry, not really any of it's NSFW. Not really any of it's like that. And it's certainly not in the same sense. Some of my more primal ones might be slightly NSFW, but you'll see for yourself that my realm is pretty safe. Even in primal situations, because the animals are bloodless and they just almost turn to magic when they're killed. So, it's not really anything like that. But I don't do a lot like that anymore. I'll be very careful what I post. You don't have to worry. But I'll probably be merely doing those videos to show you my setup for Silly Tavern. Now, when I do those, I'll probably be recording those on my new leg rear. You did see a little bit of it in action. I think you did on this channel. A little bit of my new leg rear camera in action on this channel with Primal Sonic. I'm going to announce, and I may as well confess this now because I don't want you, hanging around this channel getting the wrong impression. You won't see much Sonic stuff from now on. That's being honest. I don't want you to, And so, sadly I might lose some of the subscribers I've got. I haven't got many anyway, so it's not going to be a huge loss. But I'm sorry. I'll be sorry if that does disappoint you. I'm not into my Sonic stuff as much anymore. I'm still into creating very interesting characters and all the rest of it. A lot of them animal characters. But, hey. I'll probably also be indulging in my new franchise, Realmia. Realmia is another franchise that sensitized me, and it's probably because of its binaural. And that sounds probably quite mysterious. A land of binaural. It's very relaxed, and you can't really wake up completely at it. It's a beautiful forest. That's actually the back rooms of my imagination. If you know what the back rooms are, do look those up on Google. They're fascinating. The idea that there is this fortress behind everything that we do. And these empty rooms that basically are the structures of time and space. I will let you know, a lot of the terms in Entity are borrowed from the backrooms. For that reason, all the creatures in it are called entities. It's the backrooms of my imagination, and I've created some really strange creatures for it. I don't mind telling you. But yeah, with all that going on, I have to say, there'll probably be quite a bit of AI content on this channel in the future. And I'll certainly make sure to declare all my AI content. I'm always very careful what I post. So, with that, I'd like to say bye-bye to Primal Sonic. You will now disappear for its last time. And I hope you very much have enjoyed this. I think I'll go to our TV channel, so I think I'm going to do this quite officially, thanks to some of the new stock footage I've got. Goodbye from Primal Sonic, which will be replaced with the Rabbit Wolf channel. Here I go into my TV announcer persona again. And yeah. Take good care, my friends, on a serious note. I hope you like my new content. There mightn't be much of it. I'm not saying you're going to get a lot of it. But please subscribe to the channel if you're interested so you're noted when I do post. I don't have a schedule and I never will. Because like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. So I don't expect I'll ever get that big. But anyone who watches, thank you. And hopefully you'll subscribe as well. Goodbye.